I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome and good evening. Or morning, I guess. This is West of Nowhere, and I'm Levi.
And I'm Shane.
Hey, and we're back. And better than ever, probably, maybe. I don't know. I got a little too overzealous, but it's fine. Do we have, like, thousands of Patreon people to read off this week?
I wish. No. It's the same ones we've had.
Same 6? Or
Right.
wait, 7?
7. Yeah.
Well, who are those fine folks?
Yeah. We got Tony Burgess. Oh, yeah. Tony Burgess,
Oh,
Miles Glenn, Adam Pacino, Sam Norton, Natalie Tacarante, Mark Stadler, Colton Zamersla, and then I guess you can say the other girl's name, but I can't remember her name.
Yeah, well, she's not important. Oh man. Yeah, where to start? There's been so many things happening. First and foremost, I suppose we should probably start with the biggest news for last week. Foo Fighters drummer Taylor Hawkins died at 50,
Yeah, man.
which is super upsetting. He's a real live energy kind of guy, you know. I always admired his characters that he would play in the videos. I thought he was pretty funny guy. I never
Yeah.
really listened to any of his solo projects. And he's got it's really funny is one of his bands is called the fuck no, I lost it. Hold on. I had it for a second, and then I lost it, and I had it again. God damn it. Okay. Now. Something about coattails. Something like that.
Something
think-
about something about coattails.
Yeah, which I think is hilarious because it's like, coattails of, Dave Grohl or something. But yeah, anyway. Never really listened to a lot of that stuff, but big Foo Fighters fan. I like the Foo Fighters a lot. I think he's a fantastic drummer. It's kind of crazy to be the drummer of Foo Fighters, who was started by the drummer of Nirvana. I always found that weird,
Yeah.
Like Dave Grohl was like, yeah, I drum for one of the biggest bands, of modern times, but I'm gonna go ahead and not play drums here.
So, yeah, I did think it was weird when you think about that, when you talk about how Dave Grohl was the drummer.
Yeah.
Why wasn't he doing all kinds of other shit?
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? Like, but like what, how he just ended, I mean, like, obviously I've seen the documentary about how he ended up in the band, but
Yeah.
it's just crazy that he was just like, you know what? I'm just going to be a drummer, even though I can literally do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like he was holding back that whole time. It's like, oh, okay. And Taylor Hawkins, I guess, is kind of like that too, because he fronts other things that he is part of too, or was part
Oh, wow.
of.
Okay.
So, yeah, like, it's very all over the place. These guys are just all talented as fuck.
Yeah.
And I hate them.
It's too much
I love
talent in
them,
one
but
place.
Yeah, but I hate them. Yeah, so that's super sad.
I mean, it's
Oh,
not a
go
good
ahead.
week for musicians. By the way, so the band Too Close to Touch, yesterday, their vocalist died from medical complications.
Oy.
He was not that old. Like
Yeah,
I should have had that pulled up.
that's all right. Yeah, that's rough. I was reading this article about Taylor Hawkins, and the title is called "Taylor Hawkins' Heart Weighed Double That of the Average Man,"
Holy
which
shit!
which is wild. So, forensic experts during examination found that his heart weighed at least 600 grams, which doubled the average of 300 to 350 grams, which is 3/4 of a pound. I like how they had to put that in there. They're like, there's going to be some people who want to know American measurements on this. 3/4 pounders. That's how heavy his heart was. That's what they should have said. So Colombian authorities found marijuana, antidepressants, opioids, heroin, and at least 10 different substances found.
Yeah.
So,
God.
yeah.
So he was living.
Well, he's in Bogota, Colombia. Just fucking hanging out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And his heart gave out because.
Yeah, because it's gigantic.
Well, I mean, I feel like all the drug use probably didn't help.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, like, there's this, like, I feel like there's this sweet spot, right? Where, like, if you're going to do drugs, you know, and 50 is, I feel like, outside of that sweet spot.
Yeah. So official cause of death is cardiovascular collapse, which, I mean, it's fair to say that the giant heart did not hold up, which is, upsetting. But, yeah, there's a fine line that you got to walk where you can't do all of the drugs. You can do some of them, but not even most of them.
Like, I'm gonna go back to the other statement. There's a sweet spot where if you're gonna do them, right, it's gonna be like right in here.
Yeah, but nobody likes that because they're like, I'll just do one more bump. It's fine, whatever, dude. Yeah, you're ready for school.
Yeah, one more bump and then you have a cardiovascular. What was it?
Collapse.
Collapse. Yeah, like a building. Your heart is ruined.
Yeah, well, it happens to the best of them. Unfortunately, very sad stuff. It was really depressing to go through Instagram because I follow so many musicians. They're all bumming me out. Like seeing all their tributes, like whether it just be pictures of them with him, which is crazy because there's so many different kind of people that are like all like interconnected. Because like I saw pictures of him with Alice Cooper, and then like pictures of him hanging out with more like recent people. Like I saw Whitney Cummings, the comedian. She was at a show that he wanted his one of his side projects.
Something about like, coattails.
Yeah, something about coattails. And she's like front row.
Yeah.
Like recording, and I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, there's so many, like, such a diverse population. Coattail Riders is the band, by the way. Which is, I think it's pretty funny. Like, if you were in a band and the most famous member of the band was Dave Grohl, and every other project, people were just gonna be like, okay, well, the only reason you're famous is because you're in Dave's Grohl band. Dave's Grohl band. Not Dave Grohl's band, but Dave's Grohl band.
Dave's Grohl band, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was just interesting to see like all the different types of people that were like so sad, obviously.
Yeah.
Like I saw Joan Jett at a concert. She did I don't remember what song it was, but she gave a little speech about him. I was like, fucking Joan Jett, she's like 70. I mean, granted, that's only 20 years older than him, but like...
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah. Foo Fighters. I've obviously canceled their tour for now. Understandable. I guess that makes a lot of sense to me. But yeah. So, R.I.P. Taylor Hawkins. Everybody listen to your favorite Foo Fighters song. What's your favorite Foo Fighters song? Do you have one?
I like their cover of Prince, Darling Nikki.
Oh. That's kind of a curveball. Didn't see that one coming.
No?
No.
What do you think I was going to like Everlong or something?
No, I don't know. Like, I feel like anytime you mention a big band and somebody doesn't list one of their, like, top 10 famous songs, it's, like, always kind of like, oh.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I really like Best of You. I think that's cliche, but I enjoy that song a lot.
No, it's actually a good song. Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to probably the actual biggest story.
I was gonna say.
So, in case you guys
Live under a rock.
do not have any kind of social media or internet, which in that case, I'm finding your ability to listen to this podcast very impressive. The Oscars were Sunday night. And, you know, I don't know how many Oscars Encanto won, but probably not enough.
I hope none. I hope no Oscars were given to that damn movie.
Wow.
But you know where they're gonna clean house? At the Music Awards.
I will say, well, fucking Billie Eilish did win an Oscar, so there's that. Oh, it did. Best Animated Feature, Encanto. So that's the biggest story of the Oscars. Nope. So there's a little known comedian, Chris Rock. Maybe you've heard of him. And he made a joke about Sir Jada Pinkett Smith and Sir William Jada Pinkett Smith's wife, and Will Smith fucking walked up there and smacked him, bitch smacked him like.
He smacked him. It looked like he smacked him pretty hard, but
Yeah,
I don't know, cause like you know, you mean like you've seen how he swung.
yeah.
At the same time, the fact that like Chris Rock pretty much didn't flinch. Like obviously he took this, but he just like came back.
Yeah.
So
fucking like hands behind his back the whole time. Kind of a G move.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And if you're like, hey, I thought that those two got along. I saw them in shows before, long time ago, maybe. Well, you might be right, but apparently not anymore because Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's hair and lack thereof. And what he said is that he was looking forward to her in G.I. Jane 2 and that it was going to be awesome. Which I don't think is as bad as people are making it
definitely not.
It out to be.
I definitely don't.
But apparently, Jada Pinkett Smith has a condition, a medical condition, alopecia, right? Which is, you know, you like, it's like male pattern baldness, but like for everybody. Alopecia is like a major. It's not a major thing, but it's definitely, I don't know. It's not super rare, but it's not. I don't know. It's hard to describe, but it's also not very common, but common in African American women.
Okay.
Apparently. And so everybody came out of the woodwork and was like, oh, this fucking piece of shit is making fun of her medical condition. Obviously. Because why else would you call somebody G.I. Jane? Because their fucking head's bald. And I made the point several times that it could have been any fucking buddy's bald ass sitting there, and he would have made the same joke. Like if Anne Hathaway had shaved her head for no fucking reason and sat in that spot, he would have made that joke. I have no doubt in my mind.
Is it well known that she has that? Like, is it before the other night, right? When it happened, was it like something that people had been talking about? Oh, Jada Pinkett Smith has alopecia. Like, was it like all over the place?
So, not all over the place. If you're a fan of her, then yeah, you would have known. I didn't know. I didn't know that she had, because look at any picture of her in the last 20 years. How many of them is she rocking short hair? Like just a fashionable short hair style.
Yeah.
She has short hair in The Matrix that she's in.
Yeah.
Riddle me that, Batman. Which she came out, I think, in 2018 and talked about it on her show, her Red Table Talk. that she does with her mom, who also is like they look the same age. It's very weird. Her mom's hot. Jada Pinkett Smith is 50, right? And her mom is not 50, but
I've
she's
never
hot.
seen something so arbitrary just divide
Yeah.
people. Like, fine. He knew she had a hair condition, but the joke he made was, I feel like, very... I don't know. I just didn't feel like that bad. Like, he wasn't just like, look at this bitch who loses her hair.
Right.
Ha. He made like a reference to a movie
Yeah.
about the person who, like, the G.I. Jane movie. I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah.
it all goes back to what we've talked about multiple times. Like, people are too fucking sensitive. Like, he wasn't trying to offend her. He was making a joke. He's a comic. They do that.
Yeah. It's weird. It's like almost that what they do the entire time. It's almost like that's what they get paid for. And
Yeah.
he's been doing it for, I don't know, fucking 40 years now.
A long time.
Long ass fucking time. And you're going to sit there and tell me that oh, nope, he can't make a joke about this one thing.
I think Will is a bitch for getting up and slapping him on fucking TV.
Yeah.
And slapping him in general for making a joke.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's
fuck
what
off.
a lot of comedians are saying. Like, I saw Tom Segura post about it. Ryan Sickler, who is kind of in that realm too. He hangs out with Tom Segura a lot, and he hold on. Let me read the fucking quote because this is a good quote.
Yeah.
Hold on. I fucking saved it. I got it, guys. I'm
Great.
working on it. Okay. Ryan Sickler, regardless of what you think of the joke and all people involved, Chris Rock was assaulted at his job for doing his job. The Academy failed to protect him. Will Smith, in parentheses, laughing first, was allowed to stay, and they gave his ass an Oscar and laughed and celebrated him. Hollywood's full of shit. Fair assumption. I mean, and it's so fucking wild. I saw a great video of Jim Carrey talking about it. And he's like, no, that's, like, it was disgusting. It was, like, no matter what you, like, how you feel about that, how, like, you think it was, like, a target on you, that's not how you react to words. You don't slap him for saying words to you. And might I remind everybody that this lady has been embarrassing Will Smith for the better part of 5 years now with her entanglement.
The situationship.
Yeah. Like that she was like banging dudes that are her kids' ages and like but now they're in an open marriage now, which I mean kind of feels like that's something that she just decided for them. Now,
to save face.
Will may or may not have been slinging dick around. I would be too if my fucking wife was cheating on me with dudes half my age. Whatever. If she's gonna do it, then fuck it. I'm gonna do it. And I don't know who shot first. Nobody knows. But what we do know is that she brought him on the internet and fucking said all this shit in front of millions of people.
Right.
And embarrassed him in front of all those people. And then had the fucking nerve to spin it into we have an open relationship now. They went on Oprah together. And she said they have an open relationship now. Oh, okay. Yep, it's great. And Will Smith's like, I'm not slapping any of the dudes that dick down my wife. I'm going to slap Chris Rock, who is a skinny comedian, for making a joke. It's not a great joke, but it's a joke. And also, fucking G.I. Jane's a badass. What the fuck? What are we doing? G.I. Jane's top notch. Great movie.
Can we?
Demi Moore.
Have you seen the other things that is happening right now? Like a bunch of girls are going, my man would do the same thing.
Weird. Yeah, I have some friends that like when I shared something about it, they're like, "Oh, yeah, I would have done the same fucking thing." Blah blah blah. And I have one friend who's like, "Oh, well, yeah, he made fun of her medical condition." and apparently a source close to Chris Rock said he didn't even fucking know she had alopecia. She's making a joke because she had short hair. Whatever. And she's like, oh, well, some friend he is doesn't even know about her alopecia. I was like, dude, I have a friend who is my age who had a heart attack a couple years ago, and I forget that happens all the time.
Right.
Like, I do not know every single one of my friends' fucking medical records. Like, I don't know. And I don't know if you know this, Chris Rock might be slightly busier than I am. So he's probably got some other shit to do than sit at home and watch Red Table Talk and watch Jada Pinkett Smith and her mom fucking tell her daughter that she's crazy and shit. Like, that. The only clips I've ever seen is like the daughter, what's her name? Willow?
Yeah.
Talk about how she thinks marriage is bullshit, and then like those two are like, you just don't even know.
Dude, what, if you want to talk about that, dude, look at both of their kids. Look how fucking crazy both of their kids are. And if that doesn't tell you like that their relationship is probably some kind of fucked up, that both of their kids are weird like they are. I mean, I guess that has something to do with growing up famous, but
yeah. Well, it doesn't help. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
It's just a crazy fucking situation. And then the people that are like, oh, you're going to make fun of her condition that she can't control. Oh, excuse me. Have you ever watched Fresh fucking Prince? Did you ever see Will Smith make fun of Uncle Phil's bald head, which he was balding prematurely? Could he control that? Excuse me. Is that okay? He can't control that. Oh, but it's okay. It's okay to make fun of the old bald guy, even though that's still out of his control. How many times do you ever make fun of a short person?
as much as possible.
As much as possible. How many times have you seen a short person make fun of themselves?
A lot.
Oh, but they can't control it. Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of this goddamn fucking borderline where they're like, nope, can't make fun of that because they can't control it. No, that's fucking bullshit. I know fucking people who are colorblind that make fun of themselves. I know people who are deaf that make fun of themselves.
Well, that's okay because they're doing it themselves. If Jada Pinkett Smith had stood up and been like, look at me, I'm G.I. Jane, everyone would be like, you go, girl, empowerment.
Yeah, that's what I fucking said. I was like, dude, if she would have said that first, people would have been like, yes, bitch. You would make a great fucking G.I. Jane slay queen. Like, all of it. But no, because a comedian said wordy words that hurt her feely-feels. Fucking old Willie. I go slap him silly. You know what I'm saying?
No, you didn't.
It's just so stupid. And I posted a couple things about this. And I had one person fucking block me, which is hilarious because they were, and it wasn't even like, I wasn't even being like, you're a fucking dumb bitch. Like, it was like, hey man, just understand it from this perspective. Because if you look at this joke on paper and like cut the tone out of it, and you just read, and there's Jada Pinkett Smith. Looks like you're preparing for G.I. Jane. I can't wait to see you in it. Sounds like a fucking cool thing. You might be in G.I. Jane. I don't know.
Like there's gonna be a sequel?
Is that happening? Oh
Yeah.
shit. Oh shit. Who better? She's a boss ass bitch. I'm in. What? It's almost like it's all perspective how you look at the fucking joke. Oh, you're gonna go. I don't have alopecia, but she does. It makes me uncomfortable that they made fun of her.
That is the craziest fucking concept to me, dude. The fact that when I first heard that, they were like, you have to watch what you say about someone else because someone else could get offended. I'm like, so something I say about a person A can offend person B, and person B can get me in trouble?
Yeah. And not
even
only
though
that,
person A is cool with it and thinks it's funny, but person B's offended and has nothing to do with them?
Yeah. Not only that, but they could all be in different states and they'll still get mad, which is even weirder. Like,
I love the internet, but get rid of it.
Yeah. So in middle school, we had we had period scheduling. So it was first through 10th, and 10th first was bullshit because it's like your homeroom, right? We called it quality time, QT for short. And
Oh,
10th,
okay.
10th was the bullshit one where it was like a fun extracurricular, whatever.
Okay.
Right? In 10th, like for 10th period, I had a game class. Like it was just playing games. And you know where it was?
Where?
In the special ed room. All right?
Ooh.
Which was fucking fine with me because
Nope.
there was a kid
You're a
who
special
was in
kid.
who
That's
was
why
in
you
my
were in
grade.
there.
What?
I said you're special. That's why you're in there.
Yeah. No, that I was in there all 10 periods. No, there's a kid that I grew up with, and my mom and his mom have been friends for fucking ever. I grew up with this kid. And he's got cerebral palsy, right? Very,
Okay.
very like it's a manageable thing. It's not really on the mental. It's more physical, but it can be mental sometimes.
Yeah.
And I grew up with this kid, and so there's a lot of things that I would say to him that people were like, bro, what the fuck? I was like, dude, I know this kid. Like, dude, there's probably pictures of us in diapers together somewhere. Like, I've known him forever. You can't be mad for him.
Yeah.
Like, if he doesn't care, you shouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And like, I just like think about that kind of thing a lot, where it's like we can laugh at certain things, and then we can't laugh at other things because it may hurt somebody else's feelings, not even yours. But you're like got this secondhand like shame, or not shame, but I don't know what the emotion is, but you know, secondhand anger towards this fucking thing where you're like,
Yeah.
it's dumb. People fucking dumb. I've decided. Yeah. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
People I don't know. People need to do more drugs. Is not too many, obviously. Don't walk up to the line though.
You don't want that cardiac collapse.
Yeah. So a couple weeks ago, not
Yeah.
this weekend, last weekend, me and some buddies, we were hanging out, doing a lot of cool stuff in the woods, and I showed him this video of Terence McKenna. You know who Terence McKenna is?
Yeah.
And he was talking about talking about the strength of certain psychedelics and and how to like why they're important and how to deal with them in a societal way.
Okay.
But there's a quote in it where he's talking about like how real things you don't have to pussyfoot around real stuff, because real stuff can handle whatever you're going to throw at it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think about that more and more as time goes on, as we like progress further and further into like this weird territory where people feel the need to stand up for people that don't want their help. Like this white knight syndrome that everybody has, where they're like, oh, I gotta fucking protect you at all costs, even though you're not asking for it, you know? But yeah, so that's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you ever watch The Flash?
But like that, the show, no.
Yeah. So
He's just like not the, in my opinion, not the coolest character. Because he's just fast.
well, he's funny sometimes, I guess, but
Oh, okay.
yeah. That's about it. So Ezra Miller, who plays the Flash, right?
Yeah.
I think in the TV show, because who plays him in the movie? I can't remember. I thought it's a different guy, right?
It is a different guy.
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but I know him from, he was in The Perks of Being a Wallflower, but I can't remember his name.
So Ezra Miller has been arrested and charged with disorderly conduct and harassment. The arrest stemmed from an incident at a karaoke bar in Hawaii, in Honolulu, which I've been, so read it and weep. I'm just trying to make myself cool, dude. The 29-year-old was allegedly yelling obscenities and became agitated when people began singing karaoke. Now, why are you going to a karaoke bar and yelling at people for singing karaoke? What the fuck? It's a karaoke bar. That's like the whole purpose. That's the
I'm
whole
gonna
thing.
go on a limb and say he was probably drunk
What?
as fuck. I'm gonna assume he's super drunk.
Yeah. At one point, police say that he grabbed the microphone from a 23-year-old woman who was in mid-song.
God,
I like
how
how
dare
they
you.
added that in the list. They're like,
Because that makes it worse.
they should have put that it was like Bohemian Rhapsody or something. Just like,
Dude,
you piece
right?
of shit.
Right? Yeah, like he grabs the microphone from mid-song of Bohemian Rhapsody.
And then police say Miller later lunged at a 32-year-old man playing darts. So, both of those actions led to a disorderly conduct and harassment offense. So,
Harassment?
yeah, well, he's harassing them. They're just trying to.
I mean,
hang
is
out.
it the same person multiple times, or is it just one thing one time? You know what I mean? Because like if he just
it was
grabbed the
probably
remote one, well, the remote, god damn it, the microphone one time, and then he was like, "All right, you guys keep singing whatever you want to do," and then he was like, "Oh, darts." Dude, bro, he's definitely drunk.
Yeah,
He was like,
man.
"All right, you know what? I don't care. You sing that song." I didn't like the first one. He walks over here. He's like, "Oh, darts." And he's like, "I want to play with you." And dude's like, "I'm playing with these people." And he was like, "No, bro, give me your darts. I'm fucking playing."
He's like Mir that one time when we went to the bar.
Oh, dude,
Just fucking
just
punching
fucked
holes
up
through
that
doors and
bathroom.
shit.
Oh
Yeah,
my god,
that's wild.
I thought we were getting kicked out for sure.
Oh yeah,
I was super
100%.
surprised we did.
Yeah, when she was like, "Do you know him?" I was like, not on purpose.
Yeah, kinda.
Oh man. So yeah, Ezra Miller got arrested. He was released after posting a $500 bond. So not really that aggressive. I
Yeah, I was
guess.
gonna say, like, that's nothing, dude.
Yeah.
He makes way more money than that.
Yeah. So that's exciting. Lot of cool stuff happening in the entertainment industry this week, I guess. Kind of. Not really cool, but you know what I mean.
Dude. So, different subject,
Okay.
for a second while you
Let's
get
go.
your thoughts together. I don't know why I came across this, but I came across it and then I just wanted to know. So, someone was talking to me and they were like, "How big do you think the Kool-Aid Man is?" And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
this can't be like the only time this has been thought of. So then I
Right.
Googled it. And I didn't know that the Kool-Aid Man was so goddamn tall.
How tall does it say he is?
6 foot tall. That's a big picture.
That makes sense though, because like you ever see him in commercials, he's like towering over kids and shit.
Right? And then like people went, the article I found, they went like in depth. So the thickness of glass even.
All right.
3.6 inches 3.6 inches thick. Yeah. He'd be 5,800 pounds empty and 11,000 pounds full.
He is. Does it matter how strong the Kool-Aid is mixed? Because is it
Nah.
heavier if you add more?
Sugar?
Well,
There's
add
a-
more Kool-Aid.
Well, yeah, what do you mean? Like the powder itself?
Yeah.
I think there's like a soluble level where like
Oh, right, that makes sense.
as long as if you're making it like you're supposed to, then obviously there's nothing at the bottom. But like if you add too much of the Kool-Aid mix or too much sugar, then
Yeah.
it would be more. I think this is based off the fact that you're making the Kool-Aid exactly how they say to make it.
Like label level.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking follows those instructions, dude.
You just you just keep pouring until you
Until it's the color it's supposed to be. You don't
Yeah.
fuck around. It's the same with chocolate milk. Dude, my mom and my stepdad used to fucking hate when they would buy chocolate syrup because me and my older brother would mix it so it's like chocolate tasting. And
Dude.
they're like, here you go, boop. And it's like, dude, that's barely fucking tan. Like, what are we
Yeah,
doing?
it's like you're drinking milk with a hint of chocolate in it.
Which is worse, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather have plain milk. I don't want this teasing taste. Get it out of my face. Like,
Yeah, like I always used to eat Nesquik, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
and with Nesquik, it's supposed to be like 2 tablespoons, I think. Maybe that's too much, but I'm definitely putting like 4 in there,
yeah.
right? So and then to wrap it all in there, I went back, and so my son loves chocolate milk, right?
Right.
So I'm back seeing him, and I remember thinking the same shit. I was like, dude, my mom used to make terrible chocolate milk. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make him the best chocolate milk. So I just like scoop, stir. All right, not brown enough, and then I scoop and scoop again, and then stir again. I was like, oh sweet, this is fucking chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Well, as I'm doing this, like minding my own business, my son's mom is watching me do it, and then I give it to him, and she's like, "How much did you put in there?" And I was like, "I think like
Enough?
4 or 5, maybe. I don't know, enough for it to be like chocolate tasting." And she's like, "That's way too much." She's like, "I was like, no,
Fucking
you're like,
moms, man.
obviously your mom never gave you terrible chocolate milk, so you don't know that you can make it terribly."
Yeah. Like, I don't even drink milk that often anymore, but I swear to God, if somebody put barely any chocolate in milk, I would just throw the glass at their face. Like, I don't care what injuries you're sustaining. Like, this is offensive. This is more offensive than the Chris Rock joke. 100%. There's no way it's not. You piece of shit. This is a fucking capital offense. This is a crime against humanity.
It definitely is.
Yeah. Speaking of crimes against humanity, Russia. Still a bunch of knuckleheads. But apparently Russia announced this last Tuesday, or today, I guess.
Yeah.
'Cause
Today.
Today's Tuesday. We're off schedule. I forgot.
Yeah.
It will significantly scale back military operations near Ukraine's capital and northern city.
Why?
And, well,
They getting
I
their-
don't
are
know
they
if
getting
you
their a-
noticed. It's
getting
not
their ass
going
kicked?
great for them. I mean, it's weird. It's really not, like, it's so crazy watching this unfold because 10 years ago, 20 years ago, if you would have been like, oh, well, fuck, yeah, 20 years ago, but for sure, not really 10 because they kind of invaded Georgia and then nothing ever happened after that. But like 20 years ago, if you'd have been like, oh, fucking, I hear Russia's gonna invade Ukraine, people would have been like, oh, it's over, dude. Yeah, Ukraine's gone. See ya.
Yeah.
Like, there's been this myth building of Russia for fucking ever.
Well,
And-
I think even if you've never really done any kind of like actual like reading into Russia and about how like like it's shitty over there.
Yeah.
If you just look at a map and look at how fucking huge Russia is,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people just assume Russia's massive.
Yeah,
They've got-
well, it is. Yeah.
I mean, they've got millions and millions and millions of people. They're gonna fucking and they're gonna crush us. I mean, well, I'm just saying, like, I get
Yeah.
that the population is high, and like, but I'm saying like a lot of people probably don't know that their like situation over there is shitty.
Yeah.
It's not like being here.
Have you seen any of the fucking videos of captured Russians that are like returned, or like injured Russians that are returned to Russia?
Mm-mm.
So Russia state television is releasing videos of these wounded soldiers getting like medals and shit because they're heroes. Obviously, the fucking terror on these dudes' faces, like just being in the presence of like one of their generals that's giving them the fucking medal, like it reads two different ways to me.
Right?
One, they're fucking scared of whatever they just fucking went through, which is understandable. The second one is they're scared to disappoint this guy in front of them because they might just be unalived. Like they're gonna get snuffed out because it's Russia and that's what they fucking do. And that's just what it is. And like kind of what I was going off of earlier is like, yeah, if you however many years ago decided or like heard that Russia was going to do something crazy, you'd be like, oh shit. Because they were a giant help in World War II. And
Yeah.
they did lose a lot of people in World War One. And we had this long Cold War because they did steal a bunch of military secrets from Germany and even from us via espionage during the Cold War.
Yeah.
But what a lot of people don't fucking realize is the only reason, or not the only reason, but a big reason that Russia survived World War II
Yeah.
is not because they were so fucking good at fighting. It's because they had so many fucking people, and the German army was literally split in half because they were fighting two fronts. And you know what Russia was doing? They weren't fighting head on. They weren't throwing bodies at the fucking Third Reich. They were fighting, then they retreat, then they burn the cities as they run through them, retreating and pulling Germany further and further while wasting all the resources that they go by. So Germany loses all their resources that they could be, all the loot they could be picking up.
Right.
and then Russia also has a fuck ton of people, so if they lose 20,000 dudes in a day, whatever, one train ride, and they got more dudes. Like, they throw people at a problem. And that's Russia in a nutshell. They throw people at a problem. Guy's a fucking criminal, throw that person into a gulag.
It sounds like a terrible company slogan.
Throw
We at
people at a
Russia
problem.
like to throw people at a problem.
Feel like I found our episode title. So yeah, that's all I got today.
Nice. Well, I've got great news.
Oh boy.
If you were tired of hearing the same person at number 1 on the Billboard 200 for months, it felt like, then you're in luck.
Yeah.
I'm not really crazy about who it is, but whatever. Debuting at number 1 is, I don't know if it's supposed to be 7,220 or if it's supposed to be 7,220, but whatever. By Lil Durk. Lil Durk, my bad, Lil, because it can't be little, right? You guys say Lil? Little?
Little
Right.
dirt.
Debuting at number 2, Impera by Ghost. Is that that
hell
rock?
yeah.
Is that rock band?
Yeah.
Okay, well they're number
Ghost
2.
is the shit. I went to a concert a couple weeks ago. Or a month
Nice,
ago.
dude. Yeah, down from 1 to 3 in Kanto. The soundtrack. Down from 3 to 4. Dangerous Double album, Morgan Wallen. So I even
Still in top 5?
Now I definitely don't like Encanto because they've like took an exact spot.
Put your boy down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Debuting at number 5, Who Cares by Rex Orange County. I'm not sure if that's a rapper or what, but
Rex Orange County. Well, Google says he's a singer.
Oh, that really takes it away.
An
All right.
English singer, even worse.
Oh,
Gross.
ooh. Steady at number 6, The Highlights by The Weeknd. Debuting at number 7, What Are We Waiting For by For the King and Amp Country.
Oh.
I don't know. Down from 5 to 8, DS Forever by Gunna. Down from 8 to 9, Certified Lover Boy Drake. And down from 9 to 10, Planet Her Doja Cat.
Oh, for King and Country. Like the amp was ampersand.
Oh, okay. It did a weird thing, and I was like,
Yeah.
for King and Amped Country.
Amped Country.
For King and Amp Country. All right, whatever.
Man, how do you feel? Your boy's getting pushed back by
Dude, he dropped, let's be fair, like whenever there was that whole incident, almost a year ago, he dropped down to like, what was it, like 8 or 7? Yeah.
I can't remember what the lowest he's been, but it's...
And he climbed right back up. So
He's
I mean,
hanging in.
Encanto's only here for a good time, not a long time, all right?
God, I hope they're back at 1 next week. How
I
funny
hate
would
you.
that be?
I'll riot in the streets.
I'm super happy about Ghost being in there. They're fucking fun. I enjoy them a lot. Their
Hell yeah,
concert's
man.
pretty cool. They're fucking... So, it's like... I think he's Swedish, the lead singer, and it's all very, like, pop pop rocky, but like all the lyrics are about like Satan and very sacrilegious stuff. It's awesome.
Okay, all right.
Big fan.
Oh man. If you like our podcast and you want to support us, then you should head on over to Linktr.ee/wokpod, WOKPOD.
Yeah.
If you want to give us money, you go to the Patreon link. If you don't, go to the Spotify link, leave us a review. Go to the Apple Podcast, leave us a review.
Yeah.
If you leave us any reviews that we can read, we'll read them on the show.
Yep.
Go to
Which
YouTube.
is impressive
Okay.
because we can't read.
Yeah, we can't. Go to YouTube and like and subscribe there. If you leave a comment on a video, we'll go back. I'll look. Levi will look. Whatever. We'll read those too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. All of that's encouraged.
Yeah. Support us so we can keep doing this.
Hell yeah.
I love you. We want to thank our friends, Dutch and Denver podcast, No New Friends podcast, Kicking It with the Kellys, The Remedy Room. I think that's it. I will be on Dutch and Denver's live stream tomorrow night
Shit. Okay. What time?
at 9
Your
Eastern.
time? Okay.
9/8
Central.
Yeah, there we go. Sure.
I don't
Mhm.
ever know why they do that,
I don't either.
but it's very confusing. Like, just say 9 in whatever time zone and let everybody figure it out.
Figure it out. Yep.
Yep. And that's
All right.
it.
That's
I've
it.
had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.